Hey, good morning everybody and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas and I showcase them right here on the show. If you'd like to be showcased in a future episode, all you gotta do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. As always, we've got an awesome showcase lined up for you today. I hope you enjoyed the weekday episodes. There's some amazing talent that was showcased throughout the week, so if you missed them, go back and check them out. As always, we're going to have continued episodes Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and then of course Saturdays like today's. Saturday episodes are slightly longer because we're going to showcase more. We've got an awesome showcase lined up for you today, so grab a cup of coffee or whatever beverage of choice you prefer, and let's get down to business. Starting off first with micklagrad, finally getting around to finishing up that Octarius terrain. Wow, this looks incredible. I'm not sure what Octarius is from. Let's see, diorama miniatures terrain, we'll go through some of this. Tabletop terrain. So I'm not entirely sure if this is Warhammer or some other tabletop game, but it is pretty freaking awesome. You did an amazing job. I'd like to know if this is 3D printed and then painted or if this is all hand sculpt. I'm guessing a lot of this is probably 3D printed and then painted. Here's a question for you guys. If this is Warhammer, even if it's not Warhammer, this is still the question. I've been very interested in getting into Warhammer and what have you, the game, like how to play it. Not like video game or anything like that, but actual tabletop game. Where do you start to just start learning how to do it? I watched a video or two and it was really overwhelming. So somebody in the comments, let me know, where should I go to get some basic knowledge? So I've never played any of those tabletop kind of games. I've never played D&D, nothing. So I'm a complete noob. So take that into consideration. Okay, moving on to the actual dio. This has so much paint app detail. It is just so incredible. You look at the metal parts and there's so many different color tones throughout. And then you've got like some sort of mosses and whatnot that are growing throughout. It looks awesome. I'm really digging the way that you did the lights. It's very different. You could have done LED lights, but instead you used a paint app to make it look like these are lights that are glowing. And basically you just kind of feathered out the paint. And it really does work very, very well. I'm just very impressed with this. It looks so good. So great job on this. Not sure if we've showcased you in the past or not, but if this is the first time, welcome to the show. I see that you use the hashtag. Awesome. Let's move on to the next one. This is coming from Warrior Design Official. Diorama Marvel Legends Urban Rooftop. Work in progress. Let's see, Diorama Marvel Legends Telhado Urbano. Okay, so it's work in progress, but it's already looking pretty darn freaking awesome. I love all the structure that you've got going on here. There's a lot of detail just in the sculpt work alone. And then I'm sure you've got some more paint work that you need to do. I love the backdrop. Where'd you get that backdrop? That looks really good. If it's just printed, it looks like it could be printed and then multiple sheets just put together. It looks awesome. We've got a giant billboard here ready to have some sort of advertisement thrown up on here, but this is just looking so incredible. So here's the shelf that it's going in. They're starting to add stuff in, and look at, wait, hold on. So this picture, this is not what's going to be the backdrop. Am I right? That's getting replaced with buildings that you are creating. Look at that, see? This building, so they're creating the building backdrop. That's freaking awesome. I am really digging that. That is gonna be so incredible. Look at all that. All that into that little shelf is just looking so awesome. So this was 11 weeks ago. I apologize, I'm still going back getting really old stuff. If this has been finished, tag me specifically because I want to see what it looks like. because this is just already looking really incredible. So, how is there only 13 likes, now 14? Come on, you guys, we got to get out there and we need to start supporting people. Support each other on Instagram. Hit the like button on there, on these accounts, and follow their accounts, especially with Instagram kind of letting go of images and pictures and photos and whatnot and just going for video. It's that much harder to get noticed. So go out and give likes, because that, as annoying as it sounds, getting those likes is motivation. Sometimes it is hard. You know, some of us are motivated through our own internal needs. Others, we really want to see that people are enjoying what we're doing. I know that shouldn't be the only reason that we're doing this, but it really does help. So go support each other. I'm going to try and make sure after the show that I go and hit the like on everybody. I usually always leave a comment if I can, and I make sure that I do a direct message, especially to those that it's the first time that they've been showcased, so that at least they know that it's happening. So go support each other. Next up, coming from Minidream 79. We may have showcased some of their work in the past. This really caught my attention. So I believe that this might be a series of multiple dioramas, if I'm remembering right. But this is just a really unique type of diorama. It's kind of a floating dio, and the detail work on this is just so incredible. We've got like a little greenhouse that may have been abandoned or whatever. This tree looks awesome. The siding, the paint, all of this just looks so cool. And if we go through, yeah, see, this is a different dio. So I assume this is Minidream 79 out of Novaro Centro. I don't know where that is. But this is just incredible work. Look at this. This is so cool looking. I absolutely love the way that these floating pieces look. Look at the brickwork on this chimney. That is incredible. The stucco work. Wow. This is just absolutely, and here's another banger. I mean, these are just absolutely incredible pieces. They look so realistic. Holy crap. Oh, okay, so looks like he's got his own gallery, which is pretty freaking awesome. That is incredible. Look at this. That is so cool. It's almost made to look like it's a ship. See how you've got the bumpers, the old tires? That is so cool. Dang, I love this, the creativity. This is why I love searching out and trying to do this show week in and week out. It's to find incredible work, talent like this that, wow, we gotta hit like. This is absolutely stunning work. Great job. Okay, next, coming from Novel Creation 73. It's kind of like a church dio for Daredevil. Not sure if we have showcased you in the past or not. If we haven't, you'll likely be getting a DM from me. I don't DM everybody, just the new ones, and the reason is I don't want to be filling up your inbox too often. It starts to get to be too much. Very nice looking piece. I like the stained glass window that you've got on here. Something that I would recommend with the stonework here is to do a couple of very, very thin washes. Maybe you could do 3 to 5, 10 if you're really ambitious, and you use different colors. You can use a really watered down green, a really watered down blue or purple or whatever. Heck, even browns, different grays and blacks or whatever. And that is gonna, number one, it's gonna cover up some of the brush strokes that you've got on here, but it's also gonna really accent a lot more of the detail that you've got in here. You've got a lot of texture, which is great, but it looks like you've really only got about 2 colors, and that's gonna make it pop that much more. And you don't necessarily have to do the wash on the entire thing. Pick and choose, use little splotches in different areas, and you're gonna see how much more this piece is gonna just stand out and look so much better than what you've even got right now, which is a great start. But yeah, I think that you need to cover up some of these brush strokes. Again, I'm only saying this to help. I don't like giving advice because I'm not even remotely close to an expert, but I think you can make this even better. It looks great, but you can take it to that next level if you feel like it. If you don't, that's fine. All right, next up, coming from Law Creations. I don't think I've seen anything from you in a while. Let's see, when was this posted? So 1 week ago. So sometimes I do showcase stuff that's fairly new as well, which is awesome. Anyway, sorry, needed a drink. This is awesome looking. I love all of the different color variations of the stonework. You can see just how much detail and attention was put into this to be able to get each one of these stones looking just a little bit different, which I really appreciate. These books look awesome. It's a 1/12 scale. Thank you, looking. Let's take a look at some more of the pictures. Actually, I wanted to note the window. That window looks awesome. I love these little extra details that are on here. That looks awesome. And same with these little underpieces. You didn't have to add those, but it brings that much more detail to it. Really digging on it. Look at all this. This is so cool. The timbers look great. Very, very nicely done. Let's get through the last of the pictures. Obviously, Mythic Legions. That makes me jealous because I don't have any. But look at this. Here's a work in progress. I am really digging the way that you did that. That is awesome. Great job, and welcome back. Welcome back. All right, this one is coming from DioramasFF, or DioramasFF. The second building is almost done for my post-apocalyptic diorama. Jeez, I can't even say diorama now. I made the McDonald's arches with oven-baked clay. This is incredible looking. Wow, the detail on this. So let's see, does it say what scale this is? It's pretty tiny. You can see the hand in there with the tweezers. This is stunning looking. I'm just amazed. The detail work. Number one, the cleanliness of the lines. It is very, very perfect, these lines. And then you throw in that paint app with the weathering and the chunks that are broken out of this. And then the foliage, it's very realistic foliage. It's not just one type. There's so many different types of the bramble and whatnot that's in there. And there's different colors throughout. The cracks all look awesome. And look at this McDonald's sign. That just turned out amazing. I really dig this. I would love to have a set of these little tiny things just on my desk, just to look at. I need to build something like this. This is so incredible. Wow. Dang, that's good. This next one isn't necessarily from a single diorama creator. It's not even from an account that I probably would send a note to say, hey, I showcased this. But this is something that I found really cool. And I had to showcase it, or at least bring it to everybody's attention. A lot of people have seen it, 210,000 views as of right now. But for a lot of people, when you're watching movies and you're like, oh, I could make that. That would be awesome to do a display like this. We don't always realize that some of the stuff that we're seeing on screen is actually a miniature, which is so freaking cool. I mean, Star Wars is well known for using miniatures and then scaling it up for the films. But just look how cool this is. And because I love filmmaking and how that all works, it's so cool to see stuff like this, miniatures, and then with tiny probe cameras or whatever it might be, green screen to then superimpose the actors into these scenes. How amazing is that to see this? And the detail work of some of these dios is absolutely amazing. But what's even cooler is the fact that a lot of you guys that I showcase on this show do work just as good as some of these dioramas, if not better in some cases. So this is something that there is a potential career out there for some people. So maybe that's not for everybody. That might not be what everybody wants to do. But some people might be able to make a pretty darn cool career with this talent. So don't count that out if it's something that might make sense for you. Anyway, moving on to the next one. This one's coming from BTTM Cart. We have showcased their work multiple times. It's always absolutely stunning. And again, this piece does not disappoint. Umberto's Clam House, this little bodega kind of corner shop looks amazing. Look at the detail of this little stoplight. Everything looks so good. The stonework, or not the stonework, the brickwork, this is just so cool looking. So let's see, after a night at the Copacabana, all Joey wanted was a second helping of scungilli at Umberto's 50 years ago. This is absolutely epic work. I mean, this is a piece of art. Wow. I love the light that you've got illuminating the bottom half. The top half looks so realistic. Everything just looks so good on this piece. I am just amazed. Wow, look at that brickwork, so clean. Dang, that's so good. Holy crap, that is amazing. Oh, great job. Okay, next, Stephanie Bonte, or Stephanie Bonte. I hope I got that close to right. This is a really unique piece. It's 3 shelves. Looks like it's in some sort of old hutch or whatever. Some curio or whatever. So let's see. Tinkering some more with this forest cabinet. It's such a tight space that it's actually quite hard to fit in so many details and make it look like a natural forest. I can imagine that this would be very difficult. But this is so incredible looking. I love it. And the fact that you've got, so the 3 layers, but the layers are actually moving into each other, each layer. So this tree is coming up into this one, and then this tree continues up into here and up above. It looks like it might not be complete because you've got some backer here, but or is that a mirror? It could be a mirror. This is incredible looking. Look at the detail of the foliage all throughout. It's so unique, such a different idea. I mean, that's, again, I continually always say this is the reason why I love doing this show, is to see such unique ideas. It has this ethereal look with the lights in here. It kind of gives you a feel of like elves from Lord of the Rings or whatever. It's just so fun looking. I just am really digging on it. I don't think we've showcased any of your work before, so welcome. I hope that you will continue updating everybody on the progress on this. Use the hashtag ThisWeekInDioramas if you're so inclined, because this is just really cool looking and I want to see what it looks like when you have completed it entirely. All right, last but not least, coming from Our Little Creations, this is an incredible piece. They all have been, and this one too is so amazing. So, none of your loved ones used as food. I'm not familiar with where this is, so it's Bob's Burgers, I guess. I have never watched the show. I don't know anything about it. I really like this diorama just for the sake of what it is. It's awesome. The sign here, it's your funeral home and crematorium. This is so cool looking. I love the way that it turned out. And this little awning looks so good. It looks like you used some sort of fabric to give it that realism feel of a fabric awning, which is awesome. And then you must have hand painted this. It looks like it's, I want to say it looks hand painted because I don't know how else you would have gotten it on there, but it is so cleanly done if it is hand painted that it really does look like it was printed. Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks amazing is what I'm saying. Anyway, I would say I'll fix this in post, but I won't. It looks awesome. The rest of this looks amazing. I love the structure that you've got throughout here. The windows look awesome. There's probably more pictures on their account, so go check out their account. Jeez, I haven't been liking. I need to go back and like all of these. Make sure that you go check out their account. They've got a lot of really cool stuff. We've showcased their work in the past, and it always is awesome. Look at the power meters. That looks so good. I love the conduit that you've got going up. There's just a lot of detail for what is supposed to be coming from a cartoon. So Awesome job. Great job to all of you. Thank you for sharing your talent with everybody, sharing your work, using the hashtag. If you haven't been using the hashtag, you're new to the show, use the hashtag This Week in Dioramas whenever you finish a diorama or you've got a pretty awesome work in progress. Keep us up to date on that by using the hashtag. Go to Instagram, look up the hashtag because you can follow it, and then you can see all of the work that I might be missing and not showcasing in the show, because there's upwards of, we're getting close to 19,000 posts having used the tag. So it's a great tag just for you to be able to go peruse and see what everybody else is doing. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope that we will have a great weekend as well. I'm sure we will. Stay safe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that stuff. Share the videos out, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.